At the height of the southwest monsoon in August 2012, this 20-year-old river wall in Malabon collapsed. It could have been avoided if the right flood control project was put in place 13 years earlier in the flood-prone cities of Caloocan, Malabon, and Navotas. Local governments were kept in the dark for most of the years the project was being developed. Navotas Representative Toby Tiangco, who used to be mayor, says the lack of consultation led to a project with faulty design.
Malabon Navotas River, yan yun, di ba?
Right.
Ito yung Manila Bay. Kung titignan mo sa mapa, Malabon Navotas River, Manila Bay.
Right.
Di ba? So, since below sea level kami, dalawang pinapasukan ng water. Malabon Navotas River, tsaka Manila Bay. Okay? So, if you want to, dito ka Rafi, if you want to protect Navotas from high tide, what do you have to do? You have to put river wall or a dike sa Malabon Navotas River, tsaka doon sa Manila Bay. Kasi kung isang side lang, papasok naman doon sa kabila.
Exactly.
Okay?
Tiangco says the original design include a polder and a coastal dike.
Okay? So doon sa original design ng Kamanava, aside from dito sa riverside, meron dapat sa Manila Bay, may coastal dike. Kaya lang nung in-implement nila yon, tinanggal nila bigla yung coastal dike.
Okay, for what reason?
Eh kulang daw sa budget.
Okay. Did they consult you, sir? Did they at least
No, they
give you
informed
heads
us.
up?
They informed us and we complained, but they said there's no budget. So if there's no budget, what can you do?
By 2008, the project was way behind schedule. The city government of Malabon asks the DPWH for copies of the contract and design of the project. DPWH gave the documents after the project was completed.
Nabigyan kami ng design, pero tapos na yung project. How can we check na tama yung design?
And
How we can comment on the design if it is already done and built?
the project has 26 components. Work started in 2003. It was supposed to be finished in 2007, but by 2008, only 88% was completed. DPWH project manager Carla Bartolo blames the delay on the difficulty of expropriating properties and removing informal settlers.
That's why, the delay of the project primarily was due to right-of-way acquisition. Yun ang talaga. Yan ang major cause talaga ng delay ng project. So,
The DPWH was supposed to expropriate 308 lots. By 2009, it had paid for only 176. To date, around 20 million pesos worth of properties have yet to be paid for.
konting-konti na lang yung binabayaran namin. Pero karamihan lahat bayad na. So yung mga hindi namin na anuhan ngayon, meron pa kami ongoing siguro baka mga ano na lang, konti na lang yun. Kasi ito yung mga, hindi, alam mo, nung una, negotiate kami, di ba? Tapos ng bandang huli, nag-change mind sila.
Okay.
Siguro less than 20 million, yun na lang. Ang natitira namin, less than 20.
The incomplete expropriation of properties proved costly. Because of unresolved right-of-way problems, several components were dropped from the original contract. Remaining portions of Polder Dike in Malabon, Malabon River Channel Improvement, remaining portions of Lungos Creek Channel Improvement, Estero de Maypajo Channel Improvement, Catmuan Creek Channel Improvement, and the Northern Catmuan Drainage Facilities. By 2008, the affected local governments insisted on their stake in the project. Then Malabon Mayor Canuto Oreta formed an advisory council that would monitor and check why the flood control project remained unfinished. The council found that parts of the project design were flawed. The navigational gate, supposed to control the seawater coming from Manila Bay and outgoing water from the Navotas Malabon River, failed to operate in its test run in 2008. Bartolo blamed it on the 4-meter debris that clogged the base. Then DPWH Secretary Hermogenes Ebdane said it was just a glitch. The gate was actually corroded. The link rods, brackets, and detached bolts were damaged. Bartolo herself reported this to the KAMANAVA committee, but only in February 2012, 4 years after the disastrous test run. Malabon initially planned to sue the DPWH in 2010. Engineer Benjamin Villacorta, acting city administrator, said the DPWH violated the local government code when it did not inform the LGU of the status of the project. The Malabon city government says the national government also violated Republic Act 6713, or the Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Officials, when it failed to release the documents requested by the local government within 15 days. A legal case would have been complicated, so local governments constructed their own flood mitigating structures. They used their own funds. They simply couldn't trust the unfinished national government project.
In my early years of mayor, mga 2001 yan, 2002, nakita ko na nadidelay yung project. So what did we do? What we did was, kami na yung nagtayo ng river wall. Unti-unti namin tinayo yung river wall along the Malabon-Navotas River. That is the reason why during Ondoy, hindi kami binaha.
Okay. Despite the complaints over the first phase of the flood control project, the DPWH is set to start with phase 2. This time, it's for the city of Valenzuela in Metro Manila and the cities of Obando and Maykawayan and Bulacan. Malabon sent to DPWH a list of improvements for the KAMANAVA flood control project. This included the upgrade of the elevation of Polder Dike, Catmuan Creek rehabilitation, rehabilitation of river walls, and construction of pumping station and floodgates. The DPWH is not even certain the project can withstand the effects of extreme weather or climate change. Its officials wash its hands of responsibility and blames the designers.
Well, consultant kasi gumawa nun eh. Hindi naman kami designer eh. We're not designers. Consultants, pero ang alam ko, na-consider nila yun. Kasi nga, ang ano nila, yung proyekto, dinesign nila for, anong pa nga for 2020 land use, parang gano'n. So I think they considered lahat, pati yung climate change na yan, tapos yung mga earthquakes, di ba? Yung mga, na-consider nila lahat yan.
In fact, KAMANAVA officials feared that the design of the project is not only faulty, it has become obsolete.
Month of habagat, talagang devastated the Malabon. Almost 85% of Malabon was underwater. Not just underwater, but severely underwater. So, kinonsult namin to kay Secretary Singson dahil nag-request si Congresswoman J. Lacson na bigyan kami ng audience. So, we present to him that ano talaga ang pagkukulang ng KAMANAVA project. Then, siya mismo na nag-confirm o na-convince na there's some lapses on the design.
For 13 years, local officials demanded the truth about the KAMANAVA flood control project. When they finally got it, it was too late. Purple Romero, Rappler, KAMANAVA.